everybody? Greg Pruitt, president of the Idaho Second Amendment Alliance, and today we are going to be reacting to Tyson James' gun law. Now, this won't be my first time hearing Tyson James's gun law song, but I did want to start doing some reaction videos to gun specific related music. And for those that don't know Tyson James, he is a rapper, does a lot of Christian rap, I guess, if you want to call it that, and does a lot of political rap as well. And in particular, he has, I don't know, five or six very famous gun songs. And the one that I actually heard about him from was called Rittenhouse. And I may do that one a little bit later on. But for now, we're going to listen to Tyson James' Gun Law. And you guys let me know what you think. I'll be pausing it periodically, giving my feedback, and hopefully I don't get copyright strike too much for the video. But with that, let's roll.
Tonight, the push for gun control legislation appears to be picking up bipartisan support in the midst of more violence this weekend. Police in Chattanooga say 6 people were shot overnight downtown. One person of interest was detained. And in Tulsa, 1 person there was killed and 7 others injured in a shooting at a community event overnight.
I'ma keep a gun and I ain't care what other dudes say. Try to come and take it and I'm knocking off your toupee. I'ma mutate. Once you cross the line, it's too late. This my new bay here. Get to know my two-way. Guns don't kill, people do. Leave your gun up in the safe and see if it will go and shoot.
Yeah, I mean, that's a common argument that gun owners make is that the gun, a knife, a vehicle, uh, explosives, all of these things are used by people to hurt and kill other people, but by themselves, they're not going to do anything. There's no such thing as gun violence. That's not a thing. Guns don't commit acts of violence. People commit acts of violence using a multitude of tools. And if they don't have a firearm available to them, they'll go to a knife or start running people over, which seems to be becoming more common. And so he's absolutely correct here.
Look, I don't give a hoot about your claim. Give it to them, you're a slave. And they just want to play you like a flute. Sleepy Joe got armed guards while your kids are sitting ducks. You voted for the people hopping off the minibus. Look.
Oh gosh. So yeah, Joe Biden is Joe Biden. We all know that by now. But absolutely, and it's not just Joe Biden. It's all of these high-level politicians. You get New York City governors and mayors coming out in favor of gun control, and they're surrounded by like 20 guys with ARs and every other weapon you can think of, and yet they refuse to protect our kids in schools with the same tools that their private security teams are all using or public security teams, as the case may be.
I don't need the government and you ain't tricking us. You take the guns from the people, you could see a city flush. My buddy come wherever I go. I keep them close, keep them tucked for psychos. Anybody wanna kill a kid, you gonna die slow. I will not comply, commies frying with the rhinos. Man.
Oh gosh, the rhinos. They're the worst. The commies, they're out there. We know who they are. The rhinos who have backstabbed us on gun control on numerous occasions. I'm looking at you, Senator Marco Rubio, Senator Lindsey Graham, uh, a host of others in Congress that have time and time again sold us out with fix nicks, the bump stock ban, coming out and supporting that. A variety of ways that rhinos, Republicans in name only, for those that don't know, have absolutely sold us out.
Yeah, Dems get excited every time they hear a gun pop. All they do is talk, I see them bumping their dumb jaw. They trying to shut down the gun shop. We need more guns, they just want to pass a gun law. Dems get excited every time they hear a gun pop. All they do is talk, I see them bumping their dumb jaw. They trying to shut down the gun shop. We need more guns, they just want to pass a gun law.
Yeah, and that's it every single time, right? No matter what shooting it is, unless it's in Chicago, they don't seem to care about black on black violence or gang violence or whatever it is. They just take these high profile public shootings and try to, well, it doesn't matter if the law is even going to be effective. They just want to pass another gun control law. That's all they care about because at the end of the day, they want what these folks in Colorado who just recently came out and said to the Colorado governor, just ban all of them, get rid of all of the guns. And we've said for a long time now that is the objective. That's the end goal. Little by little in these other states, or huge chunks at a time, they've stripped down the rights of law-abiding gun owners. And at the end of the day, they just want them all gone, right? That's their goal. And it's not practical, it's not going to work. We have a Second Amendment for a reason.
Gun laws, gun laws. All I hear is dumb talk. Come back to reality. Y'all are stuck in SpongeBob. Instead of killing 14, maybe only one shot. But y'all don't want to move, you're staying stuck like a blood clot. Take mine, but criminals are packing. I know a lot of people can't wait to get it cracking. You want a civil war? There will be a lot of gore. We ain't slacking, there'll be a lot of mourning when it happens. Look, we
Yeah. Geez, there was a lot to unpack there, but he's right in that, they talk about how many people die in some of these shootings, and yet if people were exercising or able to exercise their Second Amendment rights, we wouldn't be in this situation potentially, right? It could be one shot against the bad guy and it's over. Instead, we leave a lot of people sitting ducks. And they talks about the Civil War, and I've said time and time again, hopefully nobody's clamoring for a war. Okay, war is ugly. Lots of good people are going to die. There's never any guarantees on what comes out on the other side of another civil war. So, in my opinion, we have to try to do everything politically that we can. And if it comes down to that, it comes down to that. And God help us all if it does, because that's not a route that anybody should be excited about or want to go down. He is right in some regard in that we have all the firearms. Okay, our side has all of the guns. So I'm not really sure why the left would want a civil war with us. But just because we have all the guns doesn't mean anything necessarily, right? So either way, even if we're going to come out victorious, lots of good people are going to die. So it's nothing that anybody should be clamoring for.
don't wanna do it, don't infringe upon our rights. Chicago mass shootings, but they blame it on the whites. You banning bump stocks, now you're going after sites. Everywhere they banning guns, now the murder rate spikes. New York, Baltimore, Chicago, take a look at Vegas. But y'all don't wanna save lives, y'all just wanna break us. Pass another gun law, but you are not gonna play us. Try and take our guns away from us, and we will not be gracious.
Yeah, yeah. You look in all these cities and Democrat controlled cities, which is almost all of the major metropolitan areas, and just absolute chaos, right? The criminals are going to have guns no matter what laws you pass. The criminals, in gangs and in the government, they're all going to have firearms. And so they're not giving them up. And if you ban firearms and you pass all these gun control laws, you're going to see crime spike because those criminals know now there's a much higher probability that you are no longer defending yourself. And so they have no issue taking you on after that.
A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Dems get excited every time they hear a gun pop. All they do is talk, I see them bumping their dumb jaw. They trying to shut down the gun shop. We need more guns, they just wanna pass a gun law. Dems get excited every time they hear a gun pop. All they do is talk, I see them bumping their dumb jaw. They trying to shut down the gun shop. We need more guns, they just wanna pass a gun law. Wanna pass a gun law. Wanna pass a gun law.
Anyway, that's a uh, really good song. I like that song. Let's throw our logo back up here. There we go. Um, yeah, I like it. It's a fun song to listen to. Again, at a Idaho Second Amendment Alliance event rally. Um, you know, I mean, in Idaho, we tend to have a crowd that's a little bit older, so I'm not sure how much our crowd would enjoy the rap songs, but I enjoy them. I like them a lot. So I'm gonna have to try it one time, right? I'm gonna have to do Rittenhouse or Gucci Glock or Gun Law, one of the two A. I mean, he's got a gun toting Bible thumb. He's got quite a few of them, and they're all really good. I like all the gun songs that he's released so far. But we'll have to roll another one next time. So Tyson James, love the song, great work. Keep up pumping out those 2A songs. We definitely need people in this space writing some fun 2A music to counter the anti-gun culture that is just permeating throughout our country. So that's all I've got for now. Take care. God bless.